Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Just
I'm going to
get
do that.
character real quick.
And can anyone... Is it still... Oh dear, that's going to be rough.
Needs
I don't know how we're going to
a
play the
boost.
music then.
No worries. We'll figure out the music another night.
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. And I'm so thrilled to just have fun with y'all tonight. We're going to get spoopy. We're going to get a little crazy. And I'm going to get right into it. So a little bit of introduction. Welcome one and all to a little tale of mystery and horror. We will discover what lies in the dark and, just kind of play a new game. Everyone knows D&D, but nobody knows Cypher. So we're playing a new system, a different system for Monty Good Games. It's called the Cypher system. Specifically, we're playing the Magnus Archives roleplay. I will be your cryptic game master for the evening. My name is Chase. And with me, I have my lovely players. We have Justin, Kat, Shar, and Dylan.
That's me!
And we are all going to get into their lovely, amazing characters. And hopefully, I will do my job and scare them to death. So,
Already there.
love it. I'm here for it. Super glad to hear it. Okay, so before we begin, I'd like to do something a little different.
Oh no. Why do you do this?
Why do I do this to myself?
Because it's fun.
I want to dial the clock not backwards, but forwards. And just as our story will contain twists and turns, so too should the telling of such a tale. And we will not start directly at the beginning, but we're going to start at the end.
What?
I can read Chase's mind, but only in certain circumstances.
I'm dead. I knew it.
Brainwaves. And then we'll do a little exposition, come right back to it. So, in a starless sky, black as ink, night and day no longer have reason to play a part here. Across barren wastelands and desecrated buildings, bone-white trees bend at all angles in sickly forests at the edge of what once was a city. The pavement is cracked and worn, pollen and spores fall to the earth like snowflakes. The forest moans. Maybe it's the trees, or maybe it's the things that pretend to be trees. A howl is heard in the distance, so close that it might be an animal, but it sounds too intelligent and too hungry. Shifting through the broken branches, a figure runs, feet pumping against the ground as they make their way to a place of respite. A small building nestled between larger offices on either side, its original purpose long since abandoned, and now acts as a shelter for those that remain. Climbing up rickety steps and into repurposed office space, the figure finds three others hunched over a barrel filled with old issues used as tinder for fire inside. The flames bring no warmth, only searing heat, much too hot for the size of the flame. But it is either this or freeze. And so the figures discuss the world as it is, as it should have been, and what happened, and what needs to be done in order to fix it. And as each of them discuss, they each begin to remember not months before when everything went horribly wrong. I'd like for each of you to roll a d20 for me.
Dice roll of the game.
First dice roll of our new campaign, guys.
That's a really bad sign.
That's not great.
Oh, mine's alright, I guess.
Well, it's better than that.
Yeah.
What did we get, my friend?
2.
I feel less bad now. 11.
11?
11!
11!
Twins!
Oh my god. 7?
7,
Okay, so I want you two to roll one more time.
Rollies. 20.
Damn! Okay, So,
What if I also roll a duplicate with Char? I rolled a 7.
Kat, Dylan, Shaw,
Okay.
Justin. Clockwise. Bam. That's how we do
Easy
it.
peasy, lemon squeezy.
Perfect. Ooh, what?
Now, as the clock ticks back and
Okay.
winds again, visions of the future blearily bleeding away. You hear birds chirping on a brisk morning. Shafts of light play with the fog that has settled into the city of Whisper Hollows. Though early in the morning, all of our denizens of the city are already up and bustling around, getting ready to start their morning. This is a busy city. It is not something that ever stays put. And so, just as with the rest of the population, everyone here begins their day. I'd like to start with Cecilia's
Oh, yay.
character. Or Kat's character. Go ahead and introduce your character to us.
Okie dokie. I'm playing Cecelia. She is a... Oh God, how do you even describe her? Goodness gracious. I should have thought about this while we were setting up. She's definitely haunted in the way she kind of acts. She's got brown hair, kind of long, dark brown hair. Always has a hoodie on, always has the hood up, kind of doesn't want to be center of attention. Always has fingerless gloves on, or gloves on, depending upon what she's doing. She never leaves home without her motorbike, which is a really sleek candy red motorbike. And I don't know. I think that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, love that. Where do we find Cecelia in the morning as she sort of gets ready for her day?
Definitely in her apartment, which is probably in more of the swankier, not by choice, but because her dad bought it for her.
Yeah.
It's one of those kids.
Happenstance situation.
And she's probably I wouldn't say hungover, but she's just do I have to get up this early?
Yeah.
And she closest clothes to her, doesn't care if they're clean.
Yep.
Throws them on, throws her hoodie on, and heads down to her bike to head to work.
Head to work. And it is the first day of your new job.
Yes.
Each of you interns at the Mystic Observer.
Which I look really pissed about.
Yeah. Not happy
Do
to have
not
to
look
grab
happy
this.
about it.
I should also mention too, in the Cypher system, everyone, each character has a unique sort of description. And so would you like to share your description?
I'm pretty sure I have it right here. I'm a brave occultist. So I'm a little spoopy.
A little spoopy. A little something going on. And you head downstairs, throwing on the clothes that you have. Is there any pit stop you make, or do you head straight to work?
I would definitely, I think because, I don't know if I want to say why she has this job or not.
You can feel free to say as much or as little as you want.
Well, she's kind of on probation, we'll say.
Ooh.
So, what? And I'm going to want to be a kiss ass. So I'm going to go get donuts, coffee for the major people.
Got it. So you start kind of rolling through, grabbing a few things to bring along the way, and you hop on your bike, you're zipping through. I want you to make... Not safely, of course. So I'm going to say, now, this is, of course, Cypher system. So instead of rolling a dice to meet, you're still trying to meet or exceed whatever it is that you are challenged with. Yeah. But in Cypher system, instead of adding to your roll, you are reducing the difficulty of that roll.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that you are going to have a standard level difficulty here of just weaving through traffic. That is a task difficulty of 2, which means your target number to beat is 6. 6 or more.
Right. Let's see. 7.
Nailed it. There's this.
There was a little bit of a.
Yeah, for sure. How does what happens? I want to know.
I probably ran a red light.
That brief moment where you're not paying attention, you zoom right through. Thankfully, no sirens.
And it's borderline hit someone.
Yeah.
Borderline.
Someone
definitely
talking.
an old lady, probably.
I love it. You zip off and you head off to work.
Yeah.
As you approach, you see a small building nestled between larger ones, almost hidden in shadow. You wouldn't even notice it if you didn't know exactly where you were going. And you notice that it is a large, or comparatively, it's a big brick building, and you see over the top of it, written in sort of a calligraphy, the Mystic Observer, written on the top of it, and you see 2 little doors. Is there anything you'd like to do before you head on in?
I am going to text my friend Elias.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of complain, rant for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this. I don't want to be here.
And then you see, well, I should also mention too that this is the 90s, so you have a pager.
90s.
Yup. So you send a quick page.
Yeah, I'm just I hate you for this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not his fault, by the way, but I'm blaming him for it.
Interestingly enough, you don't notice a response.
Rude.
And so you head on in through the doors. Perfect. Dylan, would you like to introduce your character?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Dylan. I'm playing as Max, the no-nonsense protector who fights dirty.
Ooh.
He is very much the sort of punk rock, jean jacket with a whole bunch of just pins and tattoos, always wearing a beanie to cover the head or the hair that's probably just matted and gross. Usually always smoking or drinking or something of that effect.
Mm-hmm. Speaking. Just all the vices. Yeah. Love that. And so as you blearily wake up, getting ready for the morning, this is the first day of your new job. Where do we find Max?
He's probably once again waking up in an abandoned parking lot of a closed down supermarket or mall or something.
Yeah.
Emergency deodorant spray or whatever, just in the glove box and some mouthwash. We'll drive through the fast food place for a cheap, crappy coffee.
Yeah.
And then just drive in sweet old Genevieve to work. The graffitied van, blasting hard rock music as Ivory Dime.
just
no cares in the world.
As loud as possible at 9 a.m. That's
driving
wonderful.
Through the residences in city. Just waking everybody up.
We almost.
We both,
there's
we both hit the same old lady. You hit her the first time, and now she's getting back up. It's
that's the real horror.
But she still gets up.
Yeah, every single time. No, she just keeps hitting the brakes. Her brake checks on point. Yeah. You zoom off to work. Go ahead and roll for me, if you will. This is going to be another standard difficulty, so your target number to beat is 6. This is an intellect roll. Just to pay attention and be mindful of both your surroundings as you're sort of leaving, blasting this music at such an early hour.
I don't have anything for intellect, so I'm not even going to pull from that.
Okay.
It's a natural 1.
Yes!
Into the dice jail.
Not the dice jail fills already. I love it.
That's 2 dice already that are failing me just back to back.
I love it. What can I say? This is beautiful.
Go on, Chase. How hard do I hit this grandma?
I'm gonna say this. You blast through. You're blearily kind of wiping the sleep off your eyes.
Probably definitely hungover.
Absolutely. Definitely not in the best state of mind, but still cognizant enough to drive a vehicle, barely. And you slide around. You narrowly avoid hitting her, but she honks and stuff like that. And just as you do, woo! You see police car right behind you, pulling up, and you kind of veer off to the side. A police officer steps out and taps on your window.
like roll it down.
Yeah, and that really awkward. The officer goes, do you understand how fast you're going?
I actually did, and I'm running late to work. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
License and registration?
I hand them both.
And
They're literally in the door like this is a common occurrence.
You have them like laminated in a little pocket.
Yeah.
Here.
I want to know,
Like
is
one
there
under
any
the other.
paraphernalia or anything that the officer would see inside of Genevieve, the car?
See it. Chase.
Yeah.
He knows to hide it.
He's smart.
He's smart enough.
Smart enough. Okay, I want to check.
Debatable.
As the police officer goes back, you notice that there's cars kind of rushing by, and you just get this very odd sense, even though you're parked, you just started the morning, you don't feel exactly alone. And obviously there's a policeman behind you. And this is a relatively, I would say, common occurrence for Max. Well,
Never cared for the police, so he's probably on some kind of list for them.
yeah. But you feel this odd sense that something else is monitoring you. Whether or not there's someone out there like looking at you, or in the buildings, you feel tense for all reasons that you would expect and more.
Probably turn the music up just a little bit.
The police officer comes back a few minutes later. He goes, "Listen, man, you need to stay in your lane.
Yes, sir.
Keep the speed down. Keep the music down. There are ordinances."
2 levels.
He like gives you the eye. I want you to make an intimidation check. This is gonna be. I'm gonna say this is gonna be difficult. So this is a
Better not fail me.
This is gonna be a target 12.
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna look at you.
You're not even gonna. Now you can remove the difficulty.
Yeah.
Could I have done that already?
Since we're all still getting used to the system, I'll say if you want to reduce the difficulty at all, you absolutely can.
That's intellect, right?
That one would be an intellect roll. Yes.
3.
It costs 3 points from your pool to reduce the difficulty down from a 12 to a 9.
Which is what I want because I rolled a 10.
I'll take it.
There
I'll
you
take
go.
it. So you feel the edges. You feel like you're skirting along that line of like snarkiness that could like get you into more trouble. But you can tell, I think, looking into the eyes of the officer, it is way too early for this, and he just does not want to deal with you right now. So he's like, just watch your speed, all right? Have a good day. And he
It's definitely
leaves
my
you.
uncle.
I love that. You head on down. Is there anywhere that Max goes before heading to work?
I mean, after like fast food, just for like breakfast and coffee, like there's just mouthwash and whatever in the car, so just go straight to work and just freshen up and.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God, it's
Thank God
the
Axe
year
isn't around yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the year is 1991, and we're all thankful that Axe body spray does not exist yet.
Bod exists, I believe.
Oh, that's even worse.
some other
No,
spray
bod,
There was
yeah,
terrible things
that was
before
it.
there.
Yeah,
That's
you're
true.
not wrong.
Was there Old Spice yet?
I
No.
don't think so. But you know what? This was
What a shame.
This was in the time when like people would just drown themselves in aftershave and call it a day.
That's true.
Max
Yeah.
becomes a spokesperson for Old Spice when it first comes out.
This is how we find out that Max is just like the
Look at your
precursor
TV.
to
Now
Old
look at
Spice.
me.
Look at yourself. Perfect. You roll up. You see this like sleek black motorcycle parked out front of the Mystic Observer. You see, It's red, isn't it? Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Candy
sorry.
red.
Candy red.
Candy apple red.
Mwah, thank you. Love it. You see
Not
this,
really
like,
an important thing, but
No,
I think
it's
it is, though.
important.
yeah, it is.
Absolutely. You see this bright red motorcycle parked right out front of the Mystic Observer. Genevieve herself is quite a large van. Where do you park on the street?
I would honestly probably park in the most obnoxious parking spot. I don't want to say handicap, but like one of the closer spots up at the front that's
Sure,
open,
sure.
where like the people next to me won't be able to get into their cars without hitting
It just
Genevieve.
says director. It says director on it, and you just pull into that spot.
It's the
Yeah.
compact car one,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Squeezed in there.
and I can just crawl out the back because the back doors open up.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
the double doors open.
Perfect.
Just like- Makes me laugh. And you head on in. We will now fly away here and head to a different part of the city. The suburbs, the more residential areas. And Shar, would you like to introduce your character?
Okay. I'm Charlotte, and my character is named Amelia, and she is all about positivity and bubbles and stickers, because stickers.
That's all you need to know, really.
I think that sums it up pretty well.
Yeah, if a cute sticker was a personality, I absolutely love it.
It's Amelia.
Exactly. And she would probably start her day in her makeshift little bungalow in the attic of her grandmother's house.
Love that.
Because she is creating a space for herself so she can be independent. Yeah.
Do you feel like
Yeah.
Amy created this space for herself, or did she like how did Amelia go about like procuring this attic space?
I would argue she was just like, I have all this stuff. Like I would argue she probably started collecting a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
and then her grandmother was like, "Yeah, this is nice. We're just gonna put this in the attic.
Yeah.
This is a lot." And she goes, "Well, I could just live up here with all my stuff," and that's just kind of
And then you just sort of like
Slowly
moved
got
in.
pushed up there.
You want to be with your stuff. So
Yeah.
that's how that happened. And then she just made like a little hammock or something, and she just kind of literally rolls out of it every morning. Yeah.
And so where is Amelia at this morning? You know, or at least you remember that last night you had work in the morning. What are you sort of up to as you're sort of getting ready?
Well, she's got to have her tunes, so she probably rolled out of bed on accident. You know how like you shift your weight the wrong way and you just boom on the floor.
Oh yeah.
And so
Hammocks
she's
are not
already-
exactly the most stable of
So
sleeping
she's
beds.
probably already up, but she probably has ADHD like your girl here. So she immediately got up and forgot immediately what she was supposed to be getting ready for because she got distracted by her stuff. So her stuff's on her work desk. So now she's listening to her tune. She's gotten in the zone. She's working on her stuff. She's working on my stuff. I would say she's probably listening to something like.
She's listening to something good.
Yeah, probably like
Love that.
Cyndi Lauper, we'll say. Probably,
Heck yeah.
probably, you know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, technical difficulties super
Yes.
quick. I'm double checking. Switch the camera super fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw the text from Finn said the camera's freaking out.
Yeah.
Camera's freaking out. Okay,
They
cool.
also, they also said that Max smells like patchouli.
That's valid. That is absolutely valid.
That sounds horrible.
I hate that.
I
I hate that, and I also
think
love
that
it.
fixed
I
it.
think it so far so good.
So far, so good. Honestly, that was so. We've had technical difficulties. That's fine. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it. We're
It happens.
just
Thank you for
starting out.
whoever came over to here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just a big shout out to everyone. And also, fixing the cameras is already a 9 times 10 out of
Told
times
you.
better.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. Seems to be fixed now. Thank you. Okay, great. So, Amelia, you are up there. You are working. You are going at it. I want you to give me, because you have your headphones in, I'm going to say this is a challenging roll. So this is going to be a target of 15 to beat.
Oh man.
And this is an intellect roll. I'm gonna narrow it down more. It's a perception roll. If you have anything that helps with perception, you can use it. But otherwise, it's just pure intellect.
You can also use that if you like. It looks like a door. I didn't break it.
Looks like a door.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Hodor.
Hodor. No.
Got a nat 20, baby.
Yes.
Woo! I didn't expect that at all.
Brilliant.
Am I becoming the new
absolutely love
Will
it.
Wheaton?
Yeah,
I don't want that.
That's so good.
I think so.
Oh
Well,
my
Justin
gosh.
hasn't gone yet, so.
Oh my gosh, that's
Too.
great.
We can share it.
Whether or not it be luck or chance or just true skill, Amelia, you're working on whatever it is that was like left on your table previously. You're bebopping, and you hear on the front door to the attic as you hear Grandma like literally pounding at the door, being like, "Sweetie, you up? You up? I hear you.
Grandma?
Yeah, sweetie, I got breakfast."
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, sweetie. How was your night? Did you sleep okay?
Until I fell on the floor.
Well, I told you not to get a hammock, dear.
But it's so like economically designed.
Oh,
You can just fold it
Uh-huh.
up
You know what else
and
is
then
economical?
unfold it.
Springs. Springs are economical.
Spring.
Sure, like a spring mattress. You just got a small one.
But like,
Granny's just looking out for you here.
but are the mattresses pink?
We can get you some pink sheets.
Don't think about it.
Well, you just think about it. Now, don't forget, you got work this morning. Your new job. Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah! And you see she shares that like enthusiasm. You look over at your grandma and she's like this older set woman. She's got heavy bags for eyes. But you see that she has so many laugh marks around her face. Like she has had a rich life. And her hair is like pulled up like into like one of those big like bouffants, like big puff balls. And she's got like a handkerchief kind of wrapped around her head just to like hold it all in, because she has not done her routine for the morning.
Way to roll. Way to roll.
What was the roll? What was the roll?
Up until you said the
Hopefully
hair,
not
I was
a one.
picturing Mama Coco.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's a 15,
Mama
if anyone was
Coco.
wondering.
I'll take 15.
Yeah, not bad.
And you see she's got her like muumuu on. Like she like truly has not started her day yet. But
Does it have flowers?
oh, you know, it's got like those. Okay. I should preface.
I think it's an important detail.
It's a very important detail to know that she was absolutely a hippie in like the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
She was front
Yeah.
row Woodstock.
Front row.
It's important to know
Woodstock.
how much we love her grandma more than
We love her.
But
No, we love you.
no, we love her.
Apple tree.
How
Tree, apple, something like that.
can you not
Very
love
much.
both? And so, you know, she's got like psychedelic colors for a muumuu on. She kind of like heads to the door frame and she just goes, "Now I've got some breakfast downstairs, all the usual stuff. I've got some flapjacks, got some bacon, got some eggs. Take whatever you want, and whatever you don't eat, you can have for lunch." And she, without even missing a beat, she just turns down and walks downstairs expecting you to follow. What does Amy want to do now?
Well, she'll probably like call down her and be like, "I just need to pack up my stuff. I'll be done soon." And then she'll just start going over to pack up her stuff and then go, "Oh my gosh."
As you
We'll
start
right
doing
back
that,
to it.
she's like, "Amelia!"
I wasn't distracted.
You just hear like all the way down the hallways up through the house.
So she starts like and it's like not remotely like neat and tidy. She just starts shoving stuff into her bag unnecessarily.
Oh my
Just like,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm gonna need these. Yeah. Just,
Yeah, you never know when you're not going to need something.
And it's
I'm
clearly
gonna-
stuff she
I'm gonna
does
need
not
stickers.
need.
I mean, of course.
And the backup stickers and the backup stickers.
Yeah, backup stickers.
What
What
if
if
you
the
run out
other
of
stickers
stickers?
don't work?
What if they
What
unstick?
if you go to stick them and then you go to peel them and then the little paper set doesn't separate and
Oh,
then
that's the
you
worst.
tear the
Oh,
sticker?
that actually, that hits so many feels for me. I
Mhm.
don't appreciate
Especially
feeling
when
like
they're
really
the
hate it.
scented stickers. Yeah.
And then you can't use them.
Yeah.
And then you're
Or those
home
like fun holographic
Yeah.
ones. Oh.
Yeah.
God, I had that.
I
on the
just got
notebook.
agita thinking about
Yes.
ripping a sticker.
Thank you.
Oh,
Now you
take care of
understand.
your stickers, okay? From us to you.
Yes.
You head downstairs and you see that for your first day of work, Grandma's like done the whole spread for you. She's got all the stuff,
So jealous.
chocolate pancakes. She's got the works.
Little heart-shaped fruits.
Oh, you know it. She's got it all, and so she's like half-heartedly like talking with you about whatever project you're currently working on. As she's shoveling more food on, she's like, yeah, absolutely. You need some more. No. You need some of this, and you need some of this.
And I would argue, just by contrast, she is so engaged in talking that she's not eating. She's just like, yeah, and then there was this thing, and then I'm like just gesturing my hands, got like something falling out of my mouth. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what she's saying at this point.
It's at this point that she's like practically shoving the food into your mouth. Like,
You guys have got the timing down.
I would argue after a while, yes.
Yeah, she
Yes,
knows
she
your
knows.
rhythm.
She knows
Absolutely.
the rhythm.
With a crazy breakfast all set up, she goes, now head off. You don't want to be late now. Don't forget the train leaves at 8:30 if you're going to make it by 9.
Okay.
And also don't forget something extremely important for your first day of work. And she leans over and she kisses you on the forehead. And she goes, don't forget I love you.
I love her.
I love you too, Grandma. You have a good day. You give her a big hug.
Yeah, she gives you just a deep hug, and when you go to turn away to walk out, she gives you a huge like smack on your back, like, go get him, Tiger!
You cut like a heart-shaped fruit.
The fruit comes right back up.
And she sends you on your way. Now, Amelia, you take the train to work, but is
I would
anywhere
argue-
you stop?
I would just let you know
Yeah.
that she would get halfway down and she'd go, oh, I forgot something. And she'd walk back.
I love that. You know what? For that, give me. I love this. This is going to be a demanding speed check here, just to see how quickly you can go back and grab your stuff. It's
She probably
only a
forgot her
target of
headphones.
9. Oh yeah, I mean
They're
you
important.
can't listen to your Walkman without.
I got it. How long is the train ride? I need my headphones.
You need your headphones.
Even if it was 10 minutes, there's...
Yeah, there's no accounting.
I love you, Charlotte.
I got a 1. That's why I laughed.
Everyone's late.
The curse has been passed.
Oh, this is brilliant! I absolutely love it. You.
Acid. Now it's going this way.
I already went.
It's all coming to plan.
It's all going to you. You burst down the door and Grandma's like, "What's wrong, sweetie? Is everything all right?"
I forgot my headphones.
She's like, "Okay, well, okay."
I'm gonna go get them. Hold on.
Okay.
She
Runs
runs
up. Absolutely love it. In doing so, you scrounge around. You look underneath your desk. You finally find your headphones.
Oh no! You know the best part is they
Tell
were on
me.
her neck the whole time.
Amazing.
100%.
Love it.
I could see that.
Absolutely. Chef's kiss. Piece de resistance.
They were there the whole time.
The whole time. And Grandma kind of comes in and she's just like, sweetie, I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're right.
You found him, Grandma. Thanks.
Oh,
You're the
shucks.
best.
Oh,
I don't know what I would do without you.
It's whatever I can do.
Oh my God! I'm late.
And you bolt.
Shove Grandma out of the way.
Just start tripping down the stairs. Yeah.
I love you. Move.
Just shoulder chuck her.
And she, like a mountain, just takes it. She's like, that's my granddaughter.
I love her.
And you head off to work. We will pan out. The mist of the morning kind of letting off. The city almost fully awake at this point. And we come to a small apartment. And Justin, would you like to introduce your character for us?
My character's name is Torian. He has a bit of a pessimistic temperament. I'll say that he is, I wouldn't say gaunt, but he's tall and thin. African American, dreads. He has glasses, if he remembers them. And he does not want to work for anyone other than himself. He does it because he has to, and he lives in a studio apartment, but studio is being generous because it is in a basement and it is very, very small. But he spends most of his nights awake working on trying to find the next thing that's going to give him more purpose for the things that he is working on. And as for my sentence, it is Torian is a superstitious occultist who moves like a cat.
Great sentence.
Love it.
We'll pan back. Hold on.
Yeah. A superstitious occultist who moves like a cat.
Yes.
Ooh, I love it.
Lucky me.
I love it. And yeah, Amelia, what was your character's sentence?
In true fashion, I forgot half of what I was supposed to be doing. We are one and the same, she and I. I am Amelia. She is elocutionist.
Execution.
Executionist.
That's
Oh, it makes more sense now.
I mean, you got that's what the stickers.
She
were
gets an
for.
axe and like a
Like-
black
It's
hood.
an axe covered in stickers.
Yeah. If it's not bedazzled, I don't want it.
It's a Lisa Frank axe.
Lisa Frank axe. Lisa Frank, if you're listening.
She's a hopeful elocutionist, and who would rather be reading.
Love that. And so we cut to Torian. The shades, I imagine, in your tiny little apartment are completely drawn. Your alarm not having gone off, or maybe going ignored. You hear like on the front door of your small apartment underground.
Torian has not slept. He worked through the night, taking notes, reading a book that seems very old, leather-bound, and does not care about the alarm that is going off presently. And as he hears that knock at the door, he groans and prepares to go answer the door.
And
He peers through the window.
And looking out the window, you see just an old curmudgeon of a man.
Oh my yes, fucking
Curmudgeon is such a good word.
I'm just
What a
gonna say that
curmudgeon.
randomly.
Yeah. This man has like lines on lines on lines etched across his face after years of stress and worry, yet he still lives this landlord life. And you know him as the man who you rent from, and also probably one of your greatest current enemies.
I'm not here.
That won't work on me, Sonny.
That won't work again.
Not a second time. Fool me once, shame on me. Wait, fool me twice, shame on you. I know you're home.
Whatever, fuck you.
That was perfect. Perfect.
So good.
I'm going to unlock the first lock of my door
Yeah.
and leave the bolt
Oh, that like
Intact.
chain thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
and open it just far enough.
See,
Hello?
you were home. Where's my rent? Because I can get somebody in here who will pay.
You're going to have to squeeze them in here. And also,
Didn't seem a problem for you to come in. I don't ask for much. I just ask for you to pay your rent.
it was a problem. I told you about many problems. The ceiling is leaking.
Oh, I've got somebody to come out. I know a guy. Don't worry. I'll have him
Okay.
come out.
Is he also going to fix the floor?
Well, no, I've got another guy for that. Don't worry. I've got that coming.
And the hole in the wall?
That one was there before, and thus is not under legal ramifications if I don't fix it.
That's not how that works.
Who's the landlord here?
Do you want me to get the law? Because I have books for that, actually, if you want. I can read them to you. You seem like you...
No, it's fine. But just know that you... Listen, I understand that you got a new job. I'll give you a week. How does that sound?
I'll have to ask them when my first paycheck will be. Sometimes it's delayed a
fine.
week. I'll let you know. I'll stop by the office on my way back in.
You do that. And you get 1 week. And you see he pulls out like that giant, thick, leather-bound notebook where he keeps his whole schedule.
That's a really nice book.
Don't look at my book. It's my book. And you see he starts scribbling something down, and he snaps it shut like a large leather sort of like snap over the edge of it, and he just goes, 1 week.
Now, week like 5 days, week like 7 days, week from today, next week, start of next week, start of the next week.
7 days. You have 7 days.
From today?
From today.
Okay.
This time, next week, I should expect money in my hand.
Something like that.
Exactly like that. Okay. Okay.
What a crank.
And as he goes to sort of turn away, he goes, well, I won't keep you. I've said my piece. And you see he goes to turn around and head upstairs, leaving you to your own devices.
I guess, since my alarm's been going off for about half an hour.
Yeah.
It's
He
just
goes
still
back in.
going off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's not turning it
Turned
off.
it
He's going to leave with it on.
It's white noise at this point.
Yeah.
It's weird when it's not on at this point.
He goes back, he grabs his book and his journal, put it in his bag, which is a messenger bag,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes that with him.
Heads out. How does Torian get to work?
He walks out to the bus stop,
Mm-hmm.
waits for the bus. He's technically running a bit late, but it's still far too early for him to really be that late.
Mm-hmm.
Or care.
That's also true.
Time is relative.
Right. At this
Time
point,
isn't real.
it's in those
We
weird
made it up at some point.
mid-morning
Social construct.
hours where, like, is it 8:30 or 9:30? Who can really tell?
Live a little.
And if it is,
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
It was good.
I said run late. Who cares? Just live a little.
That's literally what you have to do. Is there any place that Torian stops before he heads out to work?
no, he takes a pot of coffee that he has. It's a very small apartment.
Yep.
He has a desk, he has a bed, he has a mini fridge. On top of the mini fridge is an espresso machine that looks like it costs more than the apartment.
Love that. Very nice coffee. Gotta make some. Huh?
Truck ETA 2 minutes.
Woo! Okay, that's fine. We're gonna have a surprise for everybody. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Yay.
It's a fridge.
Well, don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just accept it. It's okay. I love it. So, Torian, you head out to work. You take the bus. The bus route, very simple, just a few stops, and you're literally standing in front. You see off on like the side parking lot of the building, you see like a cherry red bike and this really beat up, busted, graffitied van that's like wedged in. You see that there's this woman who's like just on one side, who's like trying to like, maybe I can get in this way. No, this isn't gonna work. And you see she's very frustrated on how she's going to turn and get into her car with this giant van wedged in between her and her
Shame on
door.
I'd get into my car, but I'm dumb as thick and I can't squeeze between the vehicles.
Ma'am,
Maybe
Ma'am.
if I,
ma'am.
yes. Can I help you?
Probably not, but wouldn't it be easier to go through the other side of your car?
Well, thank you. I guess I will. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I'm
Roll
gonna
a flirt
say-
check.
I love the idea that Max is standing in the window with a cup of coffee going, "Ha, dumbass."
the target number here is it's demanding, so it's a 9. If you want to reduce that at all.
Yeah.
Go for it.
The bad luck don't go so far.
Can it?
Live a little.
Yeah, it's still
I
going.
was mistaken. 5.
Lovely. You see that she's carrying like a big bundle of stuff. Like she's got like a big purse, sort of like one of those big, like those gallon jug kind of purses. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like yeah, just huge tote.
it's a beach bag of a purse.
If there ever was one. And you see she like tosses it in there. She like gets the key going, and you see her like kind of finagle to back up. Do you want to do anything while she's trying to like back up here, or do you want to like leave her to her devices?
If I'm honest with you, he didn't want to help her get into the car. I don't know this lady.
Yep.
And if I did, I probably wouldn't like her. I'm going inside.
You go inside. You see that the sun, where it comes up, kind of crests over the tops of the buildings, casting the building, this brick building, the Mystic Observer, in shadow, and you step in. And as you do, you are greeted with a middle-aged woman sitting at a desk, typing away at a keyboard, kind of that old Hunt and Peck style. And she's like chewing on some bubble gum, even though it's like 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m. And you see 3 other people sitting in the waiting room here at the front of the office. And as you walk in, you see the lady look up. She's got a little plaque on top of the desk that just says Catherine. And she goes,
With a K.
with a K.
Very important to
I
remember.
hate it so much.
With a K, it's very important. And she goes, can I help you?
He approaches the desk. Are you even actually typing anything?
I will have you know that I was Receptionist of the Year twice.
I've just noticed that you've hit Q 7 times.
Oh, dang it! And she starts like furiously hitting the delete key, even though it would be much easier if she just actually used the mouse. And she kind of like looks around a little bit, and she's like, and send. Look at me. Can I help you with anything?
I'm supposed to be doing some sort of job here.
Oh, you're one of the new interns. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, and she like,
It's a paid internship, correct?
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How often do we typically get paid?
Well, since you're interns, you don't receive a salary, so it's once a week. It's not
Would you
going to be
be
much, but
able
it'll be something.
to write on a piece of paper for me that it'll be 2 weeks?
I could, but you get paid every week. We send you a check. We cut you a check every week.
Yes.
Why would you want it every 2?
Oh, no, I just need you to write a piece of paper that says that it's 2 weeks.
Oh, I get it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Took me a minute.
I'm gonna
I was
say
like,
that
what is wrong with him?
This is a difficult task, so your target to beat is 12, if you want to adjust that at all. No? Go for it.
I'll let Tom
Sorry,
Daniels
Amelia.
Live La Vida
I
Loca.
didn't get it at all.
That's a 3.
I wasn't sure.
She looks at you and she
Total line.
goes, Sir, we're an accredited establishment. We're an actual business. I can't lie for the sake of the company. You see this? Receptionist of the Year.
Do you always wear that? Or
I'm very proud. Thank you very much.
you don't get out much, do you?
And you see she like takes one of the locks of hair that was like kind of dangling on the side of her like updo, and she like tucks it in a little sharply, and she grabs a clipboard and she goes, here you go. And she gives you a pen, and she goes, I need you to fill this out. You just need some last minute information. We're all going to take your photos, and then we're going to get you upstairs. And I believe, let me check here. Yes, Brian, the section editor, will give you your first assignment. Okay?
He takes the clipboard and says, keep the pen. Takes out his own. It's a fountain pen.
Oh, God.
You see, she's like, Mr. Fancy Pants over here. And she grabs her little pen and sticks it back in her little desk. You can tell, looking over her desk, she's that like person that has a spot for everything, and everything's very precariously placed. Like, she has a system. God knows what the system actually is, but you know that it works for her. And nobody seems to have any complaints so far. You head over and you see a woman, a man, and a girl sitting all at the front lobby as well, all with your clipboards filled out, everything done and taken care of.
I'm giving him the stank eye.
Just kind of giving the look.
I go sit next to her specifically. You're up early.
Why are you here?
because I have to pay rent.
No shit. You finally paying it?
No.
Oh, okay.
A fortune note. So I don't get paid for 2 weeks.
It's beyond me. You're not homeless.
It's okay. I looked at her desk. I can forge that handwriting. It was very sloppy.
Oh, good luck with that.
It's at this point.
I could just help you pay it.
I'd rather suffer.
You'd rather suffer. All right, I'm gonna remember that.
Thanks.
I have to know, Amelia, are you just like bebopping? Is
just
Amelia just
noticed
like
what you were
bebopping with it? I love it.
I love to imagine you filled out the clipboard already and you're just holding the stickers, like desperately trying not to put them on your form. So it's like,
Filled everything out in pink.
Pink, I love it.
Hearts on all the dotted all the eyes
I
with
love
hearts.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. And how does Max's form look filled out?
right, he like actually fills it out
Yeah.
for the most part. Like if there's like a home address, like name and everything, like he'll fill all that out. And if there's anything else, it's like, why do you want to work this job? It's like, because shit's not working out.
Just like brutally honest. I love it.
Even though that may not be the real answer.
And Torian, while you're filling out the rest of your clipboard here, you just hear like a ring at the front desk, and you hear, "Hello, Mystic Observer, Janet! Oh my gosh, how are you? No, it's fine. We just got new people in. We've got orientation coming up soon. What's up?
Shut her.
No way! Oh my gosh! And
You definitely could forge the note.
you see her like typing away, chit-chatting, and then finally she goes, "Oh yeah, no, okay. No, it's fine. No, okay, I'll call you back. Okay, click." And you see she hangs up the phone. Standing up, she kind of like fixes her little like blouse that she's got on. So nervous.
We're
I
getting
see
stickers.
note pass. Okay, that's brilliant. I'm like, notes are being passed. I'm nervous.
We're already getting stickers.
Oh.
I'm the coolest, I just
love
want to
it.
say.
Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, that's brilliant. So, oh, Blueberry, nice work. Oh, thank you.
Are these sniffy?
I wish. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like they should.
I thought they should be.
I would not a sticker that smells like mushrooms.
Oh, no,
It's not. It's a mushroom.
Guys,
It's
don't
not.
Mine's toast.
We
So.
got ice cream, so I was like, oh, that works.
Weird, I smell burning toast from somewhere.
Weird how that works. And you see Catherine, the receptionist, gets up, kind of fixes her blouse. She walks around the desk and she goes, "All right, if you've all filled out your forms, I'll go ahead and take you to the back. We'll get you your press badges. They're only for interns. They'll get you in some places for your position, but just understand that you were here as a representative for the Mystic Observer. Anyone that needs something or has any issues, you need to report that directly to a supervisor. In this
So
case,
not you?
No.
Okay.
But you can give me a call and I'll get you to the person.
She's the
You're being like,
receptionist
"God,
of the
no."
year.
Oh God, no, I'm not that person.
Oh no.
No. Oh no, God. You call me.
I have a form. Do you need to sign
Yeah,
that?
I'll take the forms.
Okay.
I'll take any forms that you've got. I'll take that, and she like.
Do you need help?
Probably shouldn't be smoking those. It's bad for you.
You literally have one.
Oh, this isn't tobacco.
I'm that kind of guy.
Oh my God!
And you know I don't smoke them. You know I just hold them.
You know I eat them.
They're candy.
That's
Actually,
brilliant.
What's happening?
And she goes,
You want a cigarette?
No.
Do you smoke?
Does she look like she smokes?
She just smokes a little.
You'd be surprised.
I got some good. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like,
Some water.
that's what was hidden from the cops.
Oh, I'm
It's,
good.
it's a whole stash of weed right under the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You
We're
want?
all gonna go to prison before this campaign's over.
That's how it ends.
Love it.
That's probably how it ends. We're
Right.
all just in singular,
Hold on, I think I got some for this.
like, padded cells.
Well, funny you say no. Okay.
Oh my god.
No. But she brings you out to the back. Now she brings you through the offices. She goes, "Now I'm going to give you a little tour of the facilities here, and then we're going to bring you upstairs to meet Brian, and then he'll give you the official orientation, okay?" Yes.
Do you have an espresso machine?
we have a coffee maker.
We're not at the New York Times.
Oh, don't worry, it's not as good as you think. Trust me. Yeah, no, I had a friend, she worked at the New York Times. No,
Yeah, not.
no,
Yeah, I
no.
figured
At least you get some good benefits over here.
Like what?
Well, I get
She's
paid,
like, ah.
Well, I get paid time off. I don't know about interns, so you'll have to deal with that with Brian, but you can definitely bring it up with him. I know that they treat their people well. Yeah. Not many people stay around, so they want you to, you know.
Can't help but wonder why.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You're just so lovely.
With the wonderful benefits, I'm sure.
Receptionist of the year is very deserved.
Yeah.
As soon as she turns around, I'm like,
You said twice. Definitely a third time.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
look at you and I'm like,
She just, I want, oh, I love this.
You guys are gonna keep encouraging this, huh?
Give me a speed roll. Give me a speed roll to see if you can, like, slide under the radar here. This is going to be difficult, so your target to beat is 12, if you want to reduce it at all.
14.
14. Do you want to reduce it?
Here comes the one.
what? It's a 3.
Just get a new dice, my friend.
You're improving.
We got a new dice.
New dice.
No, get new dice. I need you to go right now. Get
New.
No, she does not pick up Cecelia on your eye roll or on your gesticulation, but she catches you from the side. She goes, "Hey, mister, I'll have you know."
Once she catches me, I'll just pull the cigarette out.
She reaches in, she snaps it, and she goes, "There's no smoking in the lobby."
Yeah.
Why is there
Yeah,
in
no
the lobby.
smocking.
Well, for when people come out of the back rooms, they smoke in the back rooms. That's fine, but not in the lobby. We have people. We have guests.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Loud and
Guests?
clear.
What guests?
It's the second
You never know.
think
the
we're
second we're
guests.
through the doors, I pull out the door.
Yeah.
And then she brings you to the back room. You see some small time printing presses. This is a full
Okay.
operation that they have. It's a very small warehouse space. Printing presses, printing out magazine issues here. Just a few machines, but you can already tell that they're gearing up to add a third one because there's this large empty space. Currently, it's been repurposed. They've got some blinds up and things like that. Essentially, what you see around you right here, you've got some curtains and a nice little spotlight. And she goes, "All right, now we're going to take your pictures for your badges, and then we're going to get you upstairs." Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay, great. And she goes, "Okay,
So sad.
I'm going to want an intellect check. Just to see what kind of picture you take.
Oh God. Are we all doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, I want it from everybody. And this is
I
gonna
do
be
have my
standard.
hood up, by the way.
Hood up, love it.
Yeah.
Standard difficulty, it's a 6.
18.
18.
18 as well.
If everyone rolls 18, I'm screaming.
On the first dice that failed me.
8.
Okay.
Okay. No, standard was 6.
Oh.
Okay.
You beat it.
Bad.
11.
11.
Thank you, Batman.
That a good strain? That a good strain there?
Rolled an 11.
Side note, I know this is Twitch. They're candy.
They're candy.
I swear.
Okay, everyone, please understand. You will see cigarettes or candy. We promise. She lines you up. She gets your pictures taken. Cecelia, what? Do you make any sort of special motion when you take your picture or anything like that?
Ooh. Probably not. I'm probably not even looking. I'm probably looking that way.
Sideways,
Just
hood up. Yeah, not even paying attention.
Eye roll, mid eye roll.
Oh, beautiful.
The emo kid yearbook photo.
Yes.
Max, how about you? What's your...
Probably just once we get up there and right as they're about to take the pictures.
You fucking what?
There's the rock
Absolutely.
fingers go up.
Yep.
Amy.
I imagine she smiles as big as she can. And she's like waiting for it.
Yeah.
And then right as they take the picture, she blinks. She's
Yep.
mid-blink.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Mid-blink!
It's beautiful.
But still blinded by the light.
Yeah, you're like...
Something like that.
It's
Something
beautiful.
like that. And she still sees stars somehow.
Yeah,
So she's
yeah.
just
She always sees stars.
And you see Catherine, the receptionist, she's just like, also, I should tell you there are no retakes. Anyway, next.
okay.
And she...
All right.
after the fact.
After the fact. Torian, do you... What happens when you get your picture taken? I just
Puff
want
of
to
smoke.
Just to cover the face. Just...
He goes to take the picture, and as he is inhaling, goes. And starts exhaling as the picture was taken.
Yes.
So it's not a puff of smoke, though. That was never the intention. He just does not care enough. So the picture is just of him.
Absolutely. Just like you could tell, like she's just like, okay. Well, we're gonna get those developed for you and get you your badges before you leave. I'm gonna take you upstairs, and you see that she brings you along sort of this like long hallway that leads up to a staircase. There are no elevators here, and so heading up the stairs, you see that you're in what would normally be called like a pretty standard office space. Kind of a dingy yellow carpet runs throughout the whole place.
Ugh.
There's some small cubicles here, fluorescent lighting.
Bathrooms.
Yeah, it's not fantastic, but it's manageable, survivable. And she leads you through a couple of different office spaces. She says, now we're working on getting you, you're all going to be in the same office. You're going to have a communal desk space area, so we're working on that. But in the meantime, I'll just take you straight to Brian.
I have a corner.
You can have whatever space you want in the office.
A corner of the desk?
Yeah, absolutely. There will be a corner in the desk. So there you
Four
go.
of them.
We'll buy folders and like do what in elementary
Oh
school.
god, yes.
Yeah.
When they take tests, just like all the folders taped together.
Yep.
Absolutely. And
You make it work.
Yeah, she brings you to a back office, and on a gold plaque above sort of like a frosted pane in the back office area, you see Brian, head of paranormal. And when you walk in, Catherine opens the door, and just a billowing like haze of smoke begins to sort of leave out as Brian is already like heavy into his cigarettes.
He definitely smokes kings.
Yeah,
He definitely does not smoke.
Yep.
And you see huge stacks of manila folders piled on every available space imaginable. Brian sitting at his desk
Smoking
already
right now.
like putting out a cigarette in one of those ashtrays that's already way too overfilled with cigarette butts. This is what I could best describe Brian is a good man with the worst habits. And so
Okay.
you see he's like already reading something here, and he sees Catherine walking with you guys, and he's like, oh, okay, the interns, right? And she's like, yep, absolutely. I'll send some water up. And he goes, oh, I don't need it. Coffee, though. And she's like, you got it, boss. And she heads off, and she leads you guys to your devices. And there's sort of 4 chairs spread out amongst the office in front of Brian's large wooden oak desk.
Is there like a window seat?
I take one of the corner ones away from the window.
Away from the window. The window is behind him.
Okay.
And so, like, you can look out a little bit, but it really just looks out at another brick building. And so there's nothing, there's no view.
Okay,
It's one of those windows.
I'm
that's
gonna
just in
sit
the alley.
and put my
Yeah, straight up.
boots like on the edge of his desk.
This is all right.
I'm gonna lean up against a wall or a bookshelf or something.
Clearly, like, pointedly not taking a seat.
Yep.
Love that.
I'm sitting up straight.
Amelia is covering herself in perfume to get the smell to go away.
Just like filling yourself with a little perfume cloud.
Cherry blossom?
That smells really good.
Pretty good.
All right. Sorry. I know that sometimes, but listen, when you deal with what we got to deal with, let me be the first to welcome you all here to the Mystic Observer. As you may or may not, yes. Questions already, yes.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. How are you? You see he's like already pulling out another cigarette to light. It's okay. You'll get used to it. And he goes, let me be the first to welcome you. Now, some of you may or may not know. Mystic Observer here is a paranormal publication We publish once a month real live accounts, stories that we look into that we deem might actually have significance within the paranormal or occult spaces. You've all been brought in here. You were selected to partake in our internship program
Kind of
here.
selected's a word.
Well, listen, this is going to be a tough job. I can't lie to you about that. But the benefits are good. You get time off and
Paid time off?
You get
time off. You get time off.
You get time off.
So we were drafted, rather.
You were selected among a long and hefty list of candidates, and were deemed
Also,
to have all the
probably
qualities.
not true.
Well, I will be the person that helps facilitate you. Blake, the normal editorial person for paranormal, he's out in the hospital right now, recovering. Don't worry, he's fine.
What happened?
Oh, just a little accident while on assignment. It happens from time to time.
How often?
What's a lot, right? You know, so
How long is a lot?
from time to time, your job may lead you into investigating some places that may or may not, this stays here, be completely on the books.
Well, I, for one, I'm honored to be here, sir.
That's good enough for me.
Good. I like the cut of your jib. All right.
Why aren't they not
Kiss
on
ass.
the book?
Well, I'll say this. What you'll need to do is you'll need to investigate what the statements that we receive are. You see, all of our issues are factual statements given by real people sent to us. We check out those statements. We send investigators out, interns out to go look into said stories. Essentially, we just need you to cross-reference, maybe do a little research. Sometimes you have to go places where it may be a little dangerous, but trust that we'll always do what we can to ensure that you guys are good.
What could you
Good
possibly
taking
be
notes.
taking a note of?
I'm just writing I hated hero.
Yeah.
He's drawing Brian.
He has no idea.
With a mustache.
Yeah. And he goes, now we've got a couple of departments here. I'm the head, I'm the section editor for the paranormal department, but we've also got folklore, occult, artifacts, conspiracies, so...
Occult, you say?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anything to deal with secret societies and things like that. Now, as interns, even though you're going to be reporting to me directly, and I report to paranormal, you may be asked to handle cases that involve some of the other sections. So just be aware that you will be spread out in terms of your responsibilities, and we just expect the same level of aptitude that you show on all of your assignments. I swear, we'll be done soon, sweetie. We'll be done soon.
We'll have to get her
I
an
saw that
N95.
stuff in your mouth.
I actually only saw it because of the stream.
Amazing.
Like, I didn't look up.
Oh, it's great. It's so good. And
Doing her best.
I love it.
Struggling.
It's so good.
and Brian kind of like leaves through a stack here, and he goes, so before you guys leave, I'll make sure Catherine gives you your badges. Those will help you get into certain locations.
Yeah, we took the photos.
Yeah, you know, sorry we don't do redos. They're expensive to take the pictures. So
It's fine.
yeah.
I think I was blinking.
Oh, wow, sweetie, I'm sorry.
I was mid-eye roll.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, listen. You
My
don't
photo's
even want to see mine. I don't go out on the field all that often, but trust me, you don't want to see my photo. Anyway, we'll be giving you a statement every time you come in just to make sure that you understand where this specific case was submitted to and by. And then I'll kind of give you maybe my insights since you're new to the job, and then I'll set you guys off. I expect a report by at least, the end of the week, giving your accounts and details so that we can put that in the next monthly issue.
Is there any type of requirements for word count on this board?
There is not, but we ask that you be thorough in whatever your investigations take you.
Is there a
Are we-
limitation on how thorough?
No, go for it. I mean, go crazy.
Are we submitting one report for all of us, or one report each?
Yes, no, that's a fair question. You're all interns as part of the same group. Because you're interns, we ask that you cooperate and work together on these cases. And so
That should be easy.
Yeah, therefore
There's work to do.
Therefore your report's a single report. You know, but you can all collaborate on that report, or if one of you wants to take charge of that, that's completely up to you. Well, all that we ask is that you corroborate the details. You know.
Yep, so sneaky.
Nat 1 stealth check. Nat
That was
1
the
stealth
worst
check.
stealth check ever.
I'd be good at it.
Absolutely
Okay.
amazing.
Clanging pots all over.
Click, 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 click.
Shit! Turn it off!
We only have 10 seconds. So he kind of goes, now you receive your paycheck every single week. We'll hold it here for you to pick up. Do you have any questions?
Are they like set paychecks each week, or we get an amount based off of our work?
You get a base rate, but you also get a bonus if your story gets published in the monthly issue.
So do we get hazard pay if it's a dangerous job?
They can't even afford to retake a photo.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's fun. No.
Do I get my sheet signed by you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He takes that.
Like, are we supposed to get a sheet to sign?
No. Probation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine. We've seen a couple of people come through, so you're good. That's fine. I will be honest about your situation here. Like I said, there may come some threats. Some people are not as open-minded as we are here at the Observer. You may encounter people who know about our publication, who are open and receptive to it, and you may meet people who
Think it's bullshit?
Yeah. You know, I mean, listen, I'd like to say that no one ends up here at the Observer without having at least one encounter, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I assume you all come with stories. I don't need to hear them. Just know that as long as you put in your reports on time and that you respond to our calls, we're good. Everything keeps running.
Cool.
All right? Any questions?
No.
Rock and roll. You see he kind of like filters through and he pulls out and he goes, now I've gone ahead and I've pulled out a statement for you that we just got recently. I think this falls under, this is my department, so I think this will be pretty easy. If you have any questions, just come directly to me. I'll go ahead and read this for you, and then if you have any questions, I got you. Sneaking.
Let's see how loud it is this time.
That I need to see.
We just have to cover it up.
Yes.
What I miss?
We're getting our assignment.
We're getting our assignment now.
It's okay, you can look over my notes after.
Notes.
Uh,
Right.
And Brian goes, all right. So let's see. Here we go. Let's see. This one is statement number 020. Can I help you, miss? Do you want me to get you some water? It's at this point that Catherine kind of opens the door, and you can immediately feel the smoky pressure kind of leave.
Please. Anything else?
You see she comes with 4 glasses of water and 1 cup of coffee, and she kind of hands some to each of you. And she goes, thank you, Catherine, I appreciate that. And he sips some coffee.
She pours the water in her sparkly cup.
Whoa. That is a disco ball cup.
You're not fooling anyone here. Trust me, we don't drug test anyone.
Oh, that's good to know.
FYI. Trust me.
Why?
You're good.
Because you gotta get through the day somehow.
Listen, it's a rough time out there. And as long as, like I said, as long as those reports get in at the end of the week, I'm good.
I'm on it, sir.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I like him. He's got it. All right.
We're
Let's
on number
see.
10 right now.
This is statement number 020891-HT. an incident regarding an unusual plant in the back garden. Given by witness Herman Tiller. Statement date. Incident was on the 5th. This was just maybe about a couple of days ago.
Above table. The 5th of what, and what day is today?
It's February 5th. Or the incident was February 5th.
Yeah.
It is February.
And it's what, 91? That's right.
It is 1991.
Okay.
Today's date?
What a name, Herman.
Tiller.
Oh, man.
The garden.
Today's date in the...
Oh, that's an
Is it
important.
today's date in the thing?
It's February 8th, 1991.
Okay, so very recent.
Yes, only a few days ago.
That's just what I was looking for, sorry.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Statement begins. There's something wrong with my plants. I mean to say that they are not normal. Not anymore. And I don't know who to turn to next. My name is Herman Tiller, and I'm a retired florist. I've always loved plants, and they seem to love me too. Ever since I was little, I remembered people applauding my ability to grow. And I just seemed to know exactly what they needed. This fascination and mixture of praise drove me to open my own flower shop. We made a great deal of bouquets for all occasions. My own back garden was featured in some home magazines, if you can believe it.
I don't.
I can say, some people get very grandiose, let me tell you what.
I'm sorry.
What kind of flower shop are we talking?
I don't know, he just says he has
Not
a flower
that
shop.
one.
Oh.
He didn't put the name, and it wasn't Tiller's
More like a
Tillers.
Valentine's Day one.
Let's see. Let's see. My own back garden was featured in some home and garden magazines once or twice, and my neighbor helped me enter some contests that I even won some money. But I digress. This is all to say that I know quite a bit about plants, and the ones in my backyard are like nothing I have ever seen. It all started a few weeks ago when my neighbor Sarah O'Connor came over to help make some new photos, or take some new photos for an upload to a website. That's on the computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're trying to upgrade here. So.
It's a new age.
Yeah, I don't really get it, but. Let's see. I have many flowers here, and I know each of them by name and their needs.
Oh,
so when
good
Sarah
Lord.
complimented me on my new buds, I couldn't quite but give her a look. I hadn't planted anything recently, but as soon as I began to tell her this, she went to a corner of the yard that was supposed to be barren. And right there was a black flower. It had large blood red flowers that ombreed into black in the center. It was quite beautiful. The stem of the plant was a little bulbous and had some spines along the edges. Its leaves shot out at slightly odd angles with deep velvet petals, and it sort of swayed gently, though I don't remember there being much of a breeze in the yard. Anyway, I told her thank you for the compliment, and she snapped some photos, and I thought that was the end of it. But curiosity of this new plant got the better of me, so I called a friend who knew someone at the local college. Specifically, someone who studied botany, one Professor Nguyen. I showed the professor the photos, and she agreed that it didn't look like any plant that
What was
she'd
her
ever
name?
seen.
Sorry.
Yeah, Professor Nguyen.
Okay.
After a few days and a few phone conversations, Professor Nguyen showed up, and I invited her in to come and see the plant. It was in a strange corner of the yard, sort of tucked away and out of view until you walked around to see it. But here's where it gets a little weird. The plant was gone. It was impossible because I had only seen the plant just this morning, and maybe it was a little odd that the stem seemed a little more bulbous than I had remembered, but it was there. The professor had to leave, and I felt like I had dragged her through this for nothing. I told her if I ever saw it again, I'd let her know. Then it got even weirder, as the next day, the plant reappeared. Only this time, it had 2 flowers instead of 1. The plant continued to appear and reappear from time to time in my garden. Each time it did, there'd be just another new flower, each of varying size, but always that same shade of crimson. I began to fear the thing, honestly, as it grew and it got bigger. It started taking up more space in my garden. It started to affect my other plants too. The other flowers were growing more vibrant, almost fake with colors, and the leaves were thicker and glossier. Some of the plants even began growing thorns. The whole garden started to change, and it keeps changing. I almost didn't recognize it, and I don't know how to stop it. Now, I knew I knew somehow that it all started with that one devilish-looking plant. So, I went out there a few days ago with some shears, cut it all back, and got my garden back up to speed. I spent the better part of the afternoon cutting away and getting my garden back into shape, but in the morning it was all back, bigger and larger and more menacing before. By now that devil plant, as I call it, was easily as tall as I was, thick bulbous stems sprouting out in parts easily the size of my head. It's huge. By this time I'd had enough, and I called a weed specialist. Now I typically abhor using anyone who relies on chemicals to get rid of plants, but I had no other options. The man came to the house and I led him into the backyard. The pathway through the garden now has turned into that of a jungle path. Fronds incredibly large, shading out the sun and making the whole backyard feel like a different world. I hurried back inside and I left the exterminator to his business. Not 5 minutes later, I heard a scream. I found the exterminator on the ground, his body deep in the shrubs, feet sticking out on the path. Above him, the devil plant swayed unnaturally, and I swear that the thing leaned forward over the prone man's body. I did the only thing I could think of, and I grabbed his ankles and dragged him back inside and called the ambulance. The doctors say the man's in a coma. He had a near-lethal dose of some kind of neurotoxin and small red pricks along his skin. I don't know if he'll ever wake up, but I sure hope I haven't accidentally killed the man. I don't know what to do, and the police deemed the whole thing an accident. My garden continues to grow. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to do about it. Can you help me? Now, listening to this, I would say that this is an old man. I'm not saying that he's delusional by any means of the stretch, but if someone's gone to the hospital because of something that's happened in his yard, he could be liable. So if you go into this place, just go with extreme caution. Okay. Now there might be some interesting leads. The neighbor seemed like she was helping with the garden at one point, so she may have a perspective. This Professor Nguyen as well. You could check her out at the local college. Maybe she has some insight on it. Though it didn't seem like she was able to get any sort of information. We tried calling, but she didn't answer.
She might have that photo.
That's actually a good point. Let me check. And you see Brian lifts up a big batch of folders and he goes, oh, look at that. It says, yes, there was a picture attached to the file. And he pulls out a small Polaroid and he shows it off to each of you. And it's blurry a little bit, but you see this big, shrub with these very velvety purplish green leaves and a single large red flower, just as described in the statement. And he goes, yeah, I mean, that's a crazy ass looking plant if I've ever seen one. But hey, who do I know? I'm not a plant guy. It might also be helpful if you go check out the hospital, see if you can dig up anything about the inspector. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So this should be a pretty easy case. We just want to know if this has any roots in maybe something paranormal, something weird. If you notice anything, definitely report that. But it also might just be someone's, kind of fanciful imagination.
Good one, sir. The roots. Yes.
Hey, I didn't make that joke, but
The great don't have to try, sir.
And you and you said that he tried cutting it though.
Yeah. In his statement, he says that he tried cutting away at the plant, but it just seemed to grow bigger.
Got it.
Is there a phone number for the person who submitted the claim?
No, he didn't. He had dropped it off in the mail, and he didn't leave a phone number. But we have his address.
Okay.
Should probably make sure they have a form or something so people don't just drop whatever the fuck in the box.
Well, we do ask that they give us any contact information that they have. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable giving away his phone number.
Nah.
Yeah, telemarketers and all old people tend to be a little bit more cautious about that kind
A little
of thing.
cagey.
Yeah, a little cagey. Mm-hmm.
We should probably get going so this one doesn't pass out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. As he's saying that, he's literally lighting
Lighting
another
a
cigarette.
cigarette.
He's like, yeah, no, that's
Here you
fair.
are, sir.
No, thank you. Well, Catherine should have your badges down at the front. Feel free to give me a call. I'll give you my number. And then, yeah, give me a call if you have any questions.
Already opening the door, just like letting it air out a little bit.
That's fanning it.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, guys. Good luck on your first assignment. And,
Thanks.
yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And you guys head downstairs. Catherine already has laid out each of your badges. They have your photo, your name, and the Mystic Observer's logo here on it, and hands them each to you with a lanyard.
Cool.
She slides yours to you, Amelia, and she goes, yeah, sorry, sweetie.
Mine's pretty on par.
Nice.
Just put little googly eyes on it, though. Or stickers.
That's a great idea.
You're welcome.
I'm Amelia.
Max.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is gonna eat you guys up.
She's gonna die.
Yeah. She might.
What?
If we're lucky.
You're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine immediately goes in the pocket with the
Yeah.
lanyard sticking out again.
Lanyard hanging out, love it.
Like, bandana in the
Fun.
other pocket on the other side.
Brilliant.
So many tassels. Just swinging along.
Sway it away.
And she goes, all right, y'all, I assume you all have modes of transportation.
Yep.
The address was given to you by Brian, so you have that. If you need anything, just give us a ring. I mean, you can call me at the reception desk and I can get you somebody else. I'm not going to do it. But yeah. And so now you guys sort of leave. At this point, it's mid-morning. The sun is well enough into the sky here that all of the fog throughout the city has sort of leached away. But you kind of feel that sense of humidity as sort of some of the like dampness of the morning like fades off here. And so I'd like to ask each of you, what would you like to do next?
I just head straight to Genevieve. And is there a car parked next door still?
No.
I assume
I just opened the driver's door then.
before you go, I assume that very colorful vehicle in the parking lot's yours.
Oh yeah, this is Genevieve. My pride and joy.
You've named
Did you paint that?
Yeah. You like it? It's like
Rock on.
it's definitely like a peace stand that was painted over in like spray paint graffiti, so instead of peace it says war. It's like lightning strikes and everything. There's a sword
Is there a
coming out of the bottom.
unicorn?
It's bad.
No,
as
actually.
hell.
No.
Getting inspiration from like Renaissance. Yeah.
The medieval times tournament.
Sure. So, I know you have
Yep.
you can if there's space in your van. You can,
I got space too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sitting
Buddy.
in the seat with the door open with my legs out, just
You
like
can
so we
have
can
sticker
talk
girl.
when I'm sitting down.
Just like hunched
Lovely.
in.
At least
it.
she's happy.
It's upside down.
ignorance is bliss.
Agreed.
There you go. Yeah, the sticker's actually upside down, so it was misleading.
That was the best thing ever. Amy, you going with? You said
Well,
Max.
Firstly, where are we going? Because there are several different
I
places we
assume
could
we
go.
wanted to start at the source, but
Go to
Yeah.
the house first, maybe question the neighbor.
I was gonna head over to the drugstore, get a can of hairspray, just in case we need some fire.
Fair enough. I think we've got at least 1 or 2 lighters between us.
I have 3.
Sure.
And you have 3. Okay.
I will say this: you can absolutely head out to like a drugstore or anything like that. Getting some hairspray, that's a
Yeah.
very inconsequential item, so you can absolutely just pick it up.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Cool.
And then great. So you wanted to head to.
I'll open the back of Genevieve and start like rooting around and be like, oh, there it is. And I just pull out the whole chainsaw.
Oh my god!
But you never know
You
if you
just
ever cut
have a
something down.
chainsaw in your van?
Well, it's among other things.
What else is in there?
You see a shotgun handle, like,
Oh, that's a nice one.
thanks. My grandpa's. I put the chainsaw back in.
Okay.
Loaded.
Anyways, to the house.
Yeah, I'll meet you guys there.
Everybody piling in?
Come with me.
11:50.
Are you coming?
Just checking for when the train comes.
Also,
Why wait for
across
the train? The
from
van's
the
right here.
chainsaw.
Yeah, come with one of us.
There aren't enough seatbelts.
I don't think there's any seatbelts in there.
There's at least 2.
I have a seatbelt.
On the motorcycle,
Yeah.
they come with seatbelts.
Well,
You
I'm
are
a
the
seatbelt.
My grandma says that's dangerous.
They are dangerous. I've never crashed it though, or hit anyone.
That's
Yet.
You know I'm right. There was that one time when I first got it.
That doesn't count. She was in the way.
okay. Anyway,
No, the train's gonna come soon. I just train.
They're leaving now.
I'll be back here next to the chainsaw.
Just chilling.
You might not want to lean against it in case you get the shotgun off, so
You just have it fully loaded, safety off.
you never know.
Yeah.
It's tough times.
Tough times, yeah. The 90s. Woo!
Safety on the shotgun.
That's cute.
That's a good one.
It's basically the 80s.
You have some lawn darts back there too.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
exactly.
Not long ones.
There are just regular darts. There is a dartboard on the back of the door.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
It's got a shotgun hole. It's like playing darts against a building and just got pissed off. Just like, fuck it.
What
There!
is going
I
through
got a
your
bullseye!
mind as you're like figuring out the train system, looking at this.
Comfy.
You
You could always ride on the motorcycle.
You can sit in the passenger seat if that makes you more comfortable.
Hey Max, do you mind if I
Why would I mind?
I thought he was
You
gonna
see-
say, yeah, I
There's
mind.
like there's
It's
like
not
a
a
bucket
cigarette.
of just empty cigarette boxes.
Yeah.
making sure?
So, we going with that? I swear I'm safe.
In her defense, she does drive it well.
Thank you.
That was no compliment.
It actually, coming from you, it definitely was. No pressure.
We could always hotbox this for you.
Oh, I think you should definitely come with me.
Then you can relax.
Why would the box be hot?
They're gonna smoke the whole way there.
She's so innocent.
She's just like, why?
What's happening?
Tori is.
I have an extra helmet. What if
What
I don't go as fast as I normally do? Okay.
Fuck her.
You like bang on it. You know what?
Really pumping the gas. Just
Give
like, come
me-
on!
Give me a strength check. I'm gonna say this. You know Genevieve, so it's gonna be a standard roll. Target to beat is 6 to get her up and running efficiently.
Or start it all. If you get a now, I'm gonna laugh.
It's a 5.
I could always. I can help him.
Yeah, actually, you can. If you want, you can provide an asset which lowers the difficulty to 3.
Oh, I was even gonna say, I was like, if I know Genevieve, could I just do the trick of just like smacking the radio and then suddenly it starts?
Yeah, absolutely. Just for no reason whatsoever.
Should not work, but it does somehow.
Yeah. None of the needles do what they're supposed to do.
There's gonna be the day I do that and it just dies.
Yeah.
Blows up.
Awful. I love it. And so, okay, so you guys all head out. You make your way over to Herman Tiller's house.
And Amy comes with me.
Okay.
You wasted it.
And I said I was gonna go the speed
Wasted.
limit. I'm gonna drive
Wasted.
safe.
Love it. Since you're driving the speed limit, since you're not trying to go
Yeah,
rush
I'm
anywhere,
like
not even
totally
a check.
driving normal.
Love it.
Very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked
Here
up
the
the
whole
dice to
time.
curse at it and dropped it and rolled a 20.
That's how
You
it works.
wasted it.
And you wasted it.
It was a loaded.
You're gonna get
yeah, it was
eaten by a
ready.
TV again.
Oh God.
The plant turns into a TV.
As you guys make your way, you guys head out of Whisper Hollows in the direction of more of the suburban areas. You guys make a few turns into some development areas, and you make your way to an old neighborhood. This is definitely the kind that is normally filled with like, you know, porch boppers and people that are just sort of out and about. It's
Does the
relatively
neighborhood have a
lively.
name?
No, it does not.
I meant to ask that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I just thought I was going to say the name. But
This is.
I was just curious.
Does it have a name?
Is it like an official
No.
suburb, or is it just like
Maplewood.
Yeah, like something. He's like, no.
At least in the way you came in, you do not know where the specific area is, though. But thank you for checking. As you guys pull up, you see what is on the address to this house. As you roll up, though, you see a woman knocking on the front door. She's kind of got her arms crossed. She looks a little disheveled. Her hair looks a little like, not completely unkempt, but she's like sort of quickly tied it back in like a very messy ponytail.
The address we're going to?
Yes.
Not a good sign.
You don't see any cars in the driveway.
Okay.
But you do notice that she's like, the woman is sort of looking through the like window in the front door, and she kind of notices you as she turns around as you guys kind of get to the house.
Oh shit.
There's an ashtray in the armrest back there if you want to put that up for now.
The armrest.
She
There's
kind
like
of
3 around the van.
She kind of comes down from the steps of the house. She's sort of eyeing you, but she doesn't necessarily say anything. She's just sort of keeping an eye on you guys as she sort of walks back across the way.
I'll quickly like roll the sleeves back down to cover up the tattoos for
You
right now.
good? I wasn't even driving crazy.
That crazy.
No, I was literally going under the speed limit.
Just gonna hold on.
I knew it was coming.
Like syrup and pancakes, just
Love the idea if it's like
curve.
in the front lawn, so this
Couple
Is
like
that a
shade-
heart-shaped
Strawberry that I just
strawberry?
didn't finish. And I just shoveled it. I didn't even swallow it all the way.
You should chew your food more.
Yeah, that's a... No wonder you threw up.
Sorry.
Oh, you're cool. It's a weird sensation, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, you gotta lean into those curves.
Could also just add that the AC doesn't work in Genevieve, so I always keep the windows rolled down most of the time.
Oh, so the smoke wouldn't have bothered you.
It airs out. It was too late. You guys already left and were on the bike, not really gone. I didn't care.
On the other
I
side,
can't lie.
you know,
I'm sorry. I gotta be
it was
honest.
it was a nice quiet ride. You know, on the other hand.
The metal music just blasted the tinnitus into your ears. You couldn't hear anything.
Oh no, he just tunes everything out at a certain point.
Yeah, everything just hits background music.
The
at
same
some
as the
point.
alarm.
Yeah.
Such a quiet ride.
And you see that this woman kind of makes her way. She's sort of like looking around. You see, she goes to like one of the lamp posts and she starts putting up flyers and she starts stapling flyers into the post and she sort of keeps walking down the sidewalk, kind of keeping an eye on you guys because she like you can tell that she knows the neighborhood and you guys don't fit any description she knows.
I'll just like pull the press badge out and just be like,
She kind of like looks, and she approaches. Hi. Can I help you with anything?
we're with the Mystic Observer paper. Not sure if you've heard of it.
Oh,
It's really well known.
Say that I have. I don't really read. I mean, I read like, you know.
Can't read.
I
Can't
just don't read. I read like, you know, Home and Garden. Is it a Home and Garden magazine?
Nope.
Actually,
Definitely
we're
not.
here on the whereabouts of Herman Keller.
Oh, Herman. Yeah. I was just looking for him. He's.
Can I glance at the lamppost for this time?
Yeah. Ooh. It's a little far away.
Ooh.
Give me a perception. It is. I'm gonna say this is kind of difficult. So
I'm
this
also
is gonna be-
trained in perception.
Love that.
Ooh.
So, since you're trained in perception and it's difficult, your target number to beat is only 9.
14.
Hey.
I
Thank
think
you.
they're finally like, oh, they don't like, he
The
doesn't
dice
like
gotta
us.
get it. You
It's
look
the blood
over
dice, too.
you look over to this woman's shoulder and you see that there's a flyer posted up and there's a couple more down the lines of the street and you notice like it is just a very basic white sheet with a like blurred picture printed out of a large fluffy sort of Persian cat
I was so hoping it was not going to be Herman
And
or
it
a
said-
dog.
and it said missing and with a phone number underneath it.
Just make a mental note, just like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. And she just kind of looks at you and she goes, no, I've been trying to get a hold of Herman all day. He's sort of been out of sorts lately. I know that there's something going on with his backyard.
And who
The
are you?
ambulance. Oh, sorry. No, I'm the neighbor. My name is Sarah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's me.
You were taking pictures, I think.
Oh, yeah, no. So, bless Herman. He's kind of like a second father. He's just a sweet old man. He doesn't really know how to use computers all that much. So,
I mean,
but,
do any of us really?
I mean, honestly, right? But I happen to have some
I don't have a
expertise
computer.
with
Yeah,
that.
same.
Looking at me.
Yeah, I've actually, I do computer sciences, so
Wow.
kind of, yeah, no, it's interesting work actually. But I knew he has such a great art. I mean, truly, if you saw the work that he did, it's amazing. So, I kind of helped set up a website, and it's great. It's gotten a lot of traction, as they're
That's
calling
cool.
it. People are viewing it, which is really neat.
Do you have a computer I could check out just to see the website?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the URL. It's what you enter into
Oh.
the thing to like see it, but
God, that makes me so uncomfortable.
I can send you the, what is it? The URL?
The URL?
it's a URL. I mean, I've got pictures of his garden if you want to see.
Yeah,
them. They're back at my house.
That's great.
If we could have like a before and after, like what we're walking into. I
Mm-hmm.
know it said the garden was growing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, it all kind of I remember he said that he hadn't planted anything new, but there was definitely something in the corner.
There's
But
just one?
just one plant, yeah.
Hmm.
I hadn't seen anything, but ever since then he hasn't let me back there. I mean, he's always been a little cagey, but he's always been very understanding, and he likes it when people take notice of the work that he does with the garden.
I
So
can understand that.
yeah, absolutely.
Do you know if he has a car or just isn't home?
No, he has a car. No, I mean he doesn't seem home. He's kind of rarely ever home actually anymore, which is sort of odd being retired. Do we have a surprise coming?
Oh, do we have a surprise?
There might be a surprise for everyone.
Huge compensation for this.
We better.
Love that.
That's insane.
Oh, crazy.
Honestly, I'm also just glad you guys are here because that's creepy.
Yeah.
For like a random truck company to come at 9 o'clock with your fridge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so late.
That's really late. I can't even.
You all heard it.
Cat goes
Yep.
missing. Look into Best Buy.
Screw that. If you guys are missing, we're all here.
Oh my god. Love it. So, you see Sarah just kind of go, yeah, I mean, I got some pictures of the garden, at least the last couple that I took. I was going to enter them
Okay.
into a contest. I know that you sometimes does well in those.
I'd probably wait on that.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, he hasn't been home lately, which is sort of odd because he's retired. He doesn't really go out.
Do you know how long he's been gone? Just today, or?
No, I mean, I saw his car last night, so he was definitely here overnight. He definitely comes back in the evenings, but
Okay.
yeah, he stays out for most of the day. I have no idea where he goes, to be honest.
Huh.
Do you have the time?
Yeah, absolutely. No, the time is 11:30 right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he goes to the hospital.
You guys don't seem from around here, but just I want you to know that we have a cat. Her name's Princess. She's missing. So if you happen to see any big fluffy white cat, just maybe let us know.
Is there
And
like
she
a-
pulls out a flyer and she hands it to you guys.
Is there like a specific color of our collar or something we're supposed to look out for?
Oh yeah, it's just like a nice little pink collar. Yeah, it says Princess on the front. Yeah.
Contain?
No, my kids are
Professional?
You got it. You got it.
no, yeah, but my kids are over the moon for that cat. So
I'm
we
sure
just
she's
wanna. I'm sure she'll be back.
Good luck finding it, and we'll
Thank you.
come by later to see those pictures.
Yeah, I'll have them ready for you. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't even get into the house, so
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he comes back soon.
Professional.
Well,
Completely real.
I have to kind of go back inside. I have to go pick up the kids soon, so but I'll be here
Make sure
later the evening.
your kids don't come back here. Like, to...
Oh, to the house?
Yes.
No, I've never actually
They're here.
Oh, We have a surprise! Woo!
And by surprise, we mean fridge.
Someone's getting a brand new
We might need to
refrigerator.
move that.
Oh, wait, shit. I'll pull it.
Do you have the UI back thing? Do you want to just?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you want to
for,
just cut to break
5
for a little
minutes?
bit?
Let's cut to break. I think that's
We
perfect.
will be right back, everybody.
Be right back. Let's do.
Go get some
this.
water.
What do I do?
I have to make another
Possibly snacks.
scene.
I've got one. I have. Oh, I'm
So you just mute everything and then you click on that.
Oh, so I do. I'm gonna. Boom. Mute.